Alright, what's up everyone? I'm going to test out FSD Beta 10.69.25.2. I'm waiting to get version 11 still, so I'm going to do a baseline test real quick with the previous version. Take me to Dad's house. Alright, let's check this out. Okay, this is a smooth right turn. Now this is a difficult area because I've got to get over to the left. I'm going to go ahead and hit the blinker because it doesn't auto route into the left lane here still. I'm going to try to let the car do as much as it can safely. If you see my hand on the wheel and you still see this blue line, the car is still driving itself. I'm just being cautious while people are around. This left turn right here gets a little wonky as well, as you'll see. It kind of cuts to the right a little bit here. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit the brake there. As you can see, we had somebody crossing and it went ahead and went on its own at the same time. Here we've got an unprotected left. Looks really clear, so it should go after this Tesla. Perfect. Quite a bit of acceleration there. This stop sign, it really creeps through real slow. A little hesitation and it went. So that time is actually one of the better times through that intersection. Okay, it's our turn. I'm gonna give it accelerator here. It's going too slow. I don't want to make the car in the right way. Okay, here I'm stuck at 50, but I need to speed up to get onto the freeway. This, I'm assuming, will be solved with version 11. As you can see on this merge, it doesn't like to exit this lane until the very last minute, and also doesn't use a blinker. For navigate on autopilot, I've got the settings set to speed-based lane changes at mild and require lane change confirmation off. behind me. This is the scenario where you can see it really frustrates. It's kind of hard to tell from the camera view, but that person's really close behind me. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the blinker to get over to the right. Take the speed down. This fork for the exit here, it still likes to kind of center a little bit and then pull back. This time that was fairly good. It hardly went to the right there. See the motorcycle? Up on this car on the right pretty fast. They probably need to get over, so the courteous thing to do there would have been to let them over, slow down and let them over. This is all pretty much a straight shoot until our exit, so I'm going to go ahead and expand the screen. So we've got a stuck notification as well. Braking and switching lanes to the faster lane. We've got reduced speed up here to 55. So I'm going to go ahead and start bringing it down since I don't have the updates for faster deceleration. I'm going to go ahead and get over to the right because even though the speed is real slow here, traffic still goes fairly fast. I'm going to take it down to 50. I still have vehicles piling up behind me and about to pass me, so. These are all temporary lanes as they finish this freeway here. Some deceleration and switched lanes right there as a car was passing. So I canceled that and gave it a little accelerator. Still doing random signals unnecessarily. It might be due to construction. Another brake. Had to take over disengagement. There's a car behind me, so I'm not going to let it go too far with some of its improper behavior. Okay, let's take the speed up a little bit as we exit this construction area. Now this is marked very poorly, so let's see how it handles itself. It's doing really well, but it's getting over into the left lane for no reason. As you can see, there's nobody in front of me in the right lane, and it's wanting to put me in the passing lane. Try not to critique this too hard, as this is the old stack and will soon be replaced by version 11. Out of the way of faster traffic. I do have exit passing lane on, so it should be doing that on its own. But again, this is an old stack. I'm just doing a baseline to see how much improvement we see with the FSD highways that's coming with version 11. See, this truck came into the lane here, but it was ahead of us, so the car didn't freak out. Back to freeway speeds, and to keep with the flow of traffic, I have it set 5 above. For me, that's a safety precaution, as the more cars pile up behind me, if I'm going the exact speed limit, they start cutting around me and getting piled up behind me, creating gridlock and more risk for an accident. Okay, we've got our exit coming up soon. jerky there as we switched over. That's something that I imagine will be superiorly improved when we switch to one stack. Immediately getting into the right lane, which is perfect. Okay, we've got the green. Now this is a scenario where I know as of this version it still will not get into the left lane. This lane becomes a right turn only, so it will have to. Now there's nobody around me, so I'm going to let it go fairly long here to see what it does on its own. Okay, so it noticed at the last moment and jerked to the left lane, as you saw there. So it corrected, but if there were any cars around me, that scenario would not have been good. Fairly decent left turn. Give it a B. It still had a little jerk to the wheel in the beginning. Turn here. It's coming in pretty hot for this left turn and getting in the lane fairly late. So hopefully version 11 it moves over a little bit sooner. We've got a blinking yellow and it's clear. Yeah, that was smooth. Our destination on the right. So far, still really impressed with the last build of version 10.